So as we have previously talked about non-argument constructor, so now we are going to set an example in it and run it. But first of all, let us close this application by shift asterisk by making it in a command line, so that shift asterisk in a command line, so that we can be able to write that code in same class. But it deserves this class to be, for example, public. So it is non-argument constructor. It deserves to be, for example, even NAC, non-argument constructor. So being that the class name already is MC, just let me name it MC, my constructor, just, and then just forget it, let it be my constructor. So in this class now we are going directly print out our method by saying syso control space, then to write out what we want to print out in the console. For example, I love UMG. So now let it be our output. I love UMG. Let us copy the method main from above program, public static void main, Control C, Control V first, then provide our delimiter. So we can now write the class packs, which will be our new MC, my constructor. So now constructor, let us see, we have no errors, so just control save. Let us run the program to see the output. So I love UMG. So here's something to understand the difference between a class constructor and the non-argument constructor. Is in a class constructor there is an argument which one will create an object, create a variable of an object, and then to create a method with a parameters, with the parameters will assign the variable of a given or of provided data type, while in a non-argument constructor we are not dealing with that. So if you could remember, even a default class, in a default class, for example, let us put this in command line, the way we do, to be the same with the above code, so that we can be able to write a simple class. Sorry, what happened? I have to remove this. Good. So we have to, for example, write a simple class which, after introducing our class, then we shall just we will just say the public static void main string arg as our main method, method main. So then we can just directly print out what we want to print, which this is known as control copy, control V, and first it then I can see, okay, we forget the delimiter, so we have to provide the delimiter here so that to make our work extremely well. So now let us run as Java. Let us learn at UMG Tech Solution. So you take my phone, sorry, Tech Solution. So now let us save and run it. So the output, I love UMG 1D for class. All those are classes, but something important for you to understand is in the 4 classes, meaning that in the next classes we are going to meet with you again. So we are going to create class within class, which calls inheritance in Java. So we can create class within a class, and that a different class, for example a class from constructor or a class from do while will call a variable from a class of UMG, or a class of MC will call a variable or will call something whatsoever, an object or whatsoever, from a class do while. So at that very time, this pattern operating code will help you to be able to run the activities. Without them you cannot do that. So we should do that. For example, when you are even creating a complex software, so you need to use this kind of pattern to just write your software intact. Any page with a relation has a relation with other page. So inshallah we'll come to the end of today's class. I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you, but don't forget to subscribe. We like your subscription. You have nothing to do for us except to subscribe. It is much more important than you can possibly imagine.